What's up, Dolphin Nation? What's up, NFL fans? What's up, Finstock family? Is Jordan Brooks really leaving Miami? Or is this just trade rumors that was sparked up by a reporter because of an earlier tweet and then an article that was written by several people? I've seen several articles about the Jordan Brooks possible trade, but is this really true? Stay tuned and you'll find out my thoughts on it. Alright guys, before we get to the Jordan Brooks stuff, as you can see by the title, I'm going to go ahead and talk to you about what a simple restructure is. An NFL simple restructure converts a player's base salary or roster bonus into a signing bonus, immediately freeing up cap space. The money is then prorated over the remaining years of the contract up to 5 years, pushing cap charges to future years. Players receive their money sooner while teams gain immediate flexibility. Cap relief. The bonus is prorated spread over the remaining life of the contract, reducing the current year's cap hit. No pay cut. Here's an example, guys. If a player has a $10 million salary and 2 years left on the contract, a team can convert $8 million into a bonus, spreading its $4 million per year, reducing the year's cap hit to $4 million. Miami has done a simple restructure with two players, ladies and gentlemen. Devon Achane and running back Devon Achane and Aaron Brewer. That's why they have a little bit over $2 million in cap space. And I'm going to read to you that article really quick and then get into another article about the Jordan Brooks situation. But before I do the Jordan Brooks article, I'm going to read to you something I found on Twitter. Dolphins restructure running back Devon Achane, center Aaron Brewer deals to create cap space. For those who believe the Dolphins are tanking in 2026, one trend contradicts that conclusion. They're kicking as much cap space as they can into future years. Case in point, as first noted by Barry Jackson of the Miami Herald, the Dolphins recently restructured the contracts of running back Devon Achane and center Aaron Brewer, lowering their cap charges for the current year. Achane is in the last year of his rookie contract at a salary of $5.7 million. Via Spotrac, Miami added 4 voided years to the deal, allowing the bulk of the contract to be paid as a signing bonus and pushed $3.6 million into future years. As to Brewer's deal, the Dolphins converted $5.25 million into a signing bonus, creating $4.2 million in cap space. That said, the can kicking was more necessity than luxury. Cutting to a tag of below will result in $99.2 million in dead cap money charges over the next 2 years. For that and other reasons, the Dolphins are currently in the worst shape of all 32 franchises as it relates to the 2026 cap. The recent trade of receiver Jalen Waddle added to the burden, given the pre-June 1st trade trigger full acceleration of all prorated guaranteed payments. As to Achane, who is now on the books for a minimum salary of $1.145 million, it makes his price trade more expensive for his new team, since Miami has already paid the bulk of Achane's 2026 pay. And yes, the team has gotten the word out that Achane is not available. As recently explained, however, he's surely not among the handful of truly untouchable NFL players. The bottom line is that the new regime in Miami inherited a mess, both as to the roster and as to the cap. The only good news is that the dynamics push the bar even lower for the Dolphins in 2026. Neither GM John Eric Sullivan nor Coach Jeff Hafley will be facing serious scrutiny regarding the performance of the team until 2027. And if the Dolphins somehow contend for a playoff berth this year, they'll both be regarded as heroes. There you guys have it. Why they did the Aaron Brewer and Devon Achane simple restructure is pretty much to kick the can. As far as the Brooks trade, the Jordan Brooks trade, I'm going to pop up a tweet from somebody in Texas that started this rumor by the name of Nick Harris. My first mock draft of the season is live. I have the Cowboys getting a secondary and defensive line help in the first round. But what about linebacker? And he spoke about Jordan Brooks possibly going to the Cowboys. I'm going to read to you his article, and then I'll give you my thoughts. Star Telegram NFL Mock Draft 1.0. What defensive help can the Cowboys grab? By Nick Harris. We are approaching the 1 month mark from the NFL Draft in Pittsburgh, and it feels like this year's edition will have more parity in the first round than any we've seen in the last decade. With not many clear-cut first rounders, talent paired up on multiple teams, multiple first round, including Dallas, the Thursday night of the draft could get weird. And he spoke about, one of the linebackers he spoke about was Jordan Brooks. Guys, I don't really believe Jordan Brooks is going anywhere, because I can also show you another text, at least for now. I can also show you another tweet, sorry. Well, anyways, I'll post it. You'll see it in the video. But there's a tweet of the Miami Dolphins season ticket ad, and one of the players they put on the tweet, on the ad, is Jordan Brooks. So at least for now, I'm leaning towards 50% that he might be gone before the season. I'm not saying that he's not going to be gone this season. He might even be traded at the trade deadline, depending on how the team is doing. But he's in the ads for the season ticket for the team, so I wouldn't expect to trade. So I'm putting it about 50-55% that he would get traded. But we'll see what happens. Jalen Waddle was supposedly not traded, but then there was a deal that came down with a first and a third, and that was good enough for the new GM, John Eric Sullivan, to trade him. If it's another blockbuster deal, is Jordan Brooks gone? Yes. But if it's 2/4 and 1/5 or 1/6, Jordan Brooks ain't going anywhere. But if we're doing bad, I can guarantee you this much: next season, which I expect us to be doing bad because they're trying to build this from the ground up. If we're doing bad, I can guarantee he will not get an extension, and he'll be traded before the trade deadline of the 2026 NFL season. Leave me your thoughts in the comments, and I promise you I'll leave you that tweet in the video so you guys can see it. But he's part of the ads for the season ticket he's part of it for the season ticket advertisement that the Dolphins are currently doing, the campaign the Dolphins are currently doing. Leave me your comments down below, and what do you think? Is Jordan Brooks going to get traded before the season? Is Jordan Brooks going to get traded before the trade deadline and during the season? Is Jordan Brooks going to finish out the 2026 season as a Miami Dolphin? Let me know. Let me know what you think down in the comment section. Appreciate your support, and like always, stay positive, stay on your grind, and go Dolphins.